Kamusta Kapuso? Isn't this great to see the dealings between buyers and sellers and realtors? Wow, the nitty-gritty stuff that you really don't see.
Right. And I mean, it's so exciting, but that's only a snippet of what you saw, because offer and acceptance between a buyer and seller is almost like maybe away sometimes, you know. And sometimes, like Mr. G, you don't get a seller that's so happy, diba? Again, in the segment that we just saw, he did not have a short sale. So it's important to understand what the difference is between having a short sale, let's say, and having a full listing. When you have a short sale, you are selling your property at its value, but your mortgage is, higher, diba? And on a full listing, you either have no mortgage or your mortgage is lower than the value where it's at now. And in Mr. G's case, he's selling it for full for the value because he had no mortgage on it.
Yes, and there's also another type of selling homes, which is an REO. That is where it's a real estate owned property where the bank actually is the owner of the home. So there are different types of sellers now. There's regular sellers, there's short sales, there's REOs,
which is bank owned.
Yes, and there's commercial properties. So you have to really determine and find out what kind of offer are you making and who is really the seller.
That's right. That's right. And it's important to note that, when you're working with a realtor, there are two types of realtors that you can work with. Siempre, you have one that's the buyer's agent who works for the buyer. And what the buyer's agent is going to do is, let's say you're interested in buying a home, they're going to kind of sift through all that gulo so that they can present properties to you that are in the neighborhoods that you want and in the price range that you're looking for. And also, when they present the offer, they're going to be the ones that will say to you if the buyer or if the seller accepted or didn't accept it. Now you have the listing agent, which is the other side of the transaction, and the listing agent represents the seller. When a listing agent writes a contract, most of the contracts are basically exclusive listings. The seller and the listing agent will put the property on sale, basically saying to the universe that, hey, my property's on sale, you have to contact the listing agent if you are looking to make an offer. Most real estate transactions right now start with the internet, whether it's realtor.com or even kirostracker.com, to find properties in the area that you're looking for to buy. And whether you're a buyer or seller, basically, as Maricel said, now is a sale for real estate. So, don't wait on the sidelines. Could the property market go down a little bit more? Could it go up a little bit more? No one really has that crystal ball. So if you're looking to sell a property, now might be the right time. And certainly if you're looking to buy, now is almost like a fire sale, diba?
Yeah. Okay, but my tips for today po is, if your home is underwater and you really want to sell it, then you should do it around spring, summertime, because that's the peak of the season of when buyers actually buy property, right? My second tip po is, if you're looking to keep the home, even if it's underwater, you want to go ahead and speak to a HUD counselor to see if you can get that home modified, at least if you want to keep the home. And my last tip for this show is that if you're wanting to buy a short sale, then always get that pre-approval first, because again, you're gonna enter into a legal binding contract if you don't do your homework first, and you don't want to get the precautions of legal stuff, right?
So I hope our kapuso got a pen and paper and wrote that down, because you gave tip after tip, which will guarantee that not only will you get a good deal if you're making an offer, but if you're selling your property, you know what? You need a good deal as well, diba? Well, that's all we have for today, kapuso. You never have to look too far to find your hidden fortune. You just have to know where to look, diba? Sometimes it's right in front of you.
That's money in your bank that you can count on. Until next time, mga kapuso, kaya mo gawin dito sa
KMG!